Okay, we're live.
Hey.
Good morning.
Morning. Literally, my first sip of coffee is about to happen right here.
Ooh, how exciting. Really? How is it? How's the coffee?
Good thing we're in the coffee business. We would never be able to do these early morning shows.
No, this is some good coffee we got here. Go to gratuitous.org. Little promo.
I recognize that voice.
Do you know? Where do you know it from?
We got anybody on?
We got 7. Ooh, 06. 6 live viewers.
We
Oh
lost
no,
it.
it went down to 5. Woo! Hopefully, you guys can hear us.
Yeah, anybody wants to jump on? We don't have any guests today, so if
I
anybody
know.
wants to jump on, please do.
Like, hi, can you hear us?
The link, StreamYard link out there.
Yes, I'll put it in the chat.
They would state the time zone they are using.
Oh, that was made last night, yeah.
Oh, okay. We're in New York, guys, so.
I guess when I schedule it, it does say the time zone on my end, but I don't know about, I guess, when it's posted through StreamYard, because it does say EDT. We're on the East Coast, guys, in New York.
You're chipper this morning.
I am.
You're definitely more of a morning person than I am.
Oh, not that much.
100%.
When I'm prepared, when I'm mentally prepared.
Are you mentally prepared today?
Well, yeah, because we had the show, so couldn't really.
So, yeah, anybody that wants to jump on?
I
think what we can do is
I guess let's
check out the Reddit. What's going on in Monero? I don't even know. I haven't even done my morning Monero check yet.
How dare you?
That's like my thing in the morning. First thing I do is go over to Reddit. I guess maybe open up Twitter first, as usually I do. And go over to Reddit, check out the Monero Reddit page, and go to CoinMarketCap, check out the price.
How's the price doing today?
I don't know. I haven't checked that out.
Coin.
So any big news? Anything other than me trying to raise funds for the Monero community? We haven't even posted that on Reddit yet. Talk about that.
We can talk about that.
Somebody's asking the Monero equivalent unit for Satoshi. We have our Picanero. Oh, but they're saying for Monero Satoshi equivalent, which is 10 to the minus 8. Picanero's 10 to the minus 9. Yeah, I don't think that we don't have any name for a 10 to the minus 8 in Monero. But it looks like their suggestions are based on Satoshi, which is weird. It should be a Monero-based name. It's an interesting topic. What else we got?
We got that Monero music video, which I thought was pretty funny.
Which one was that?
I'll even play it now. It's by what's his name? Crypto Bear or something.
Oh, solo mining.
Yeah.
You can play that. That's fun.
I don't know. Maybe I'll wait a second. I mean, it's early. I mean, granted, I don't think a lot of people on the East Coast are watching this early.
No.
Vic usually tries to chime in at probably like halfway in as he's drinking his morning coffee.
We used to get some of the Euro crowd on, but now we haven't really done these consistently in the morning.
No.
Like we had that guy that was always driving to work. That would
yeah. Maybe he'll
his deliveries. Jump on, man.
Cheers from Italy. Hello.
Cheers. Good morning.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Want to play? Yeah, play the video.
I'll play the video, I guess. Let's see. So we don't know. Hopefully it'll wake people up or entertain people right now. Let me see. I gotta share screen. Chrome tab. Share audio.
So yeah, I haven't looked at them. Let's see what's the price. Let's say.
This This is funny.
Oh, video's playing?
Yeah. Solo Mining Monero by Crypto Pair. Whoa.
Solo mining Monero. I'm a cypherpunk hero. I don't care about no profit. I don't care about the narrow.
Sounds really good with these
Fuck a
headphones.
banker, so I'ma keep it running. Every hash rate, fuck a banker, so I'ma keep it going. Solo mining Monero. I'm a cypherpunk hero. I don't care about no profit. I don't care about the narrow. Every hash rate, fuck a banker, so I'ma keep it running. Every hash rate, fuck a banker, so I'ma keep it going. Hold up. What you doing this for? You doing it to get rich? I'm trying to make a bang my bitch. Every hash rate, fuck a bank up. I'm solo minded like fuck expenses. I'm not talking about sex when I say that I got a lot of random nexus. This ain't extremism, this is more like economic terrorism. Back, give me 50 feet. We party hard without politicians. Money making missions, but this is not about materialism. I'm solo minded, I'm so underground. Straight up out of the trenches. You can block my transactions, I'm still gonna validate it. If we talking about central banks, then you know that I fucking hate it. In my Black Air Force Ones, I'm not worried about no ASICs. CPU mining back to the basics. Economic rap pills out the matrix. Run it. Solo mining Monero. I'm a cypherpunk hero. I don't care about no profit. I don't care about the narrow. Every hash rate, fuck a banker, so I'ma keep it running. Every hash rate, fuck a banker, so I'ma keep it going. Solo mining Monero. I'm a cypherpunk hero. I don't care about no profit. I don't care about the narrow. Every hash rate, fuck a banker, so I'ma keep it running. Every hash rate, fuck a banker, so I'ma keep it going.
It's like
I really
awesome.
like that.
I know. It's very catchy.
Okay, does it donate? Let's donate. Definitely. Wait, put that. I'm gonna donate right now.
Where's
I think popped up at the end.
Oh, it did.
Who made this?
Crypto
Does he have
Bear.
other stuff?
I think. Well, he did that other video. There you go. You should be able to. Oh, I gotta fill the
I
screen.
can scan it right off my.
Ew.
This is awesome. It's the future. All right, sent.
Ooh. Yeah, this is a pretty
send
funny
him
video.
$5. Send him a coffee.
That is sweet. Oh no, I hear and see nothing. My bad. Mine is just loading. Sorry, Josh. I hope you saw it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh. And what are you using? What wallet are you using, Douglas?
You'll never guess.
Qwk
Cake wallet, baby.
Go Qwk Wallet. Thank you, Qwk Wallet, for sponsoring our show.
Successfully sent. There you go, man. That was awesome.
Yeah,
I like the theme. I really like the concept there. It is true. I mean, anybody, anywhere can send a strong message by just solo mining permissionlessly. You can't do it with Bitcoin.
No, you can't.
You just can't. Monero, you can still do it.
We have a question here. You have, guys, now that Fluffypony is away, do you think things are going to be solid as usual, or is it a big blow? What's your take? And yeah, what's the...
I mean, it's, if Monero works as intended, it doesn't matter if Fluffypony's around or not. Obviously, we'd like him to be back around. I don't think there's been no news there, right?
I don't think so, no.
But no, the project goes on. Monero goes on. It's up to us to keep pushing it forward. Anybody that's part of the Monero community, it's never been about any one person. It's a decentralized network, open source project. Fluffy was a great representative for Monero. He speaks very eloquently about it. He's obviously super smart dude. He understands the tech really well. He made tons of contributions in many different ways. But the project 100% goes on, and I think we've already seen that. How long has Fluffy kind of been out of the picture in terms of these legal issues? It's been like a few months now.
I think like 2 months.
Like 2 months. I mean, since then, we've seen atomic swaps launch, being used. I mean, things that don't stop Monero. In terms of Monero's tech and usage, it's never been stronger than ever. I mean, I think that's the thing. People look at the price, they look at coin market cap, and a lot of people who don't really understand the tech or watch things closely use that as their metric of how well Monero's doing or how well any other crypto's doing. But that's all bullshit. It's just all pure speculation there. That's not any indication of how well a coin is actually doing in terms of usage and whether or not it's making advancements in terms of tech. And Monero has never been stronger than it is right now. And every day it's getting stronger. Look at the transaction counts through the roof. Like I said, atomic swaps, it's up, running, live. People are using it. It's growing. Now, businesses are figuring out how to integrate atomic swaps into their applications. I'm sure we'll see it in Qwk soon enough, which will be amazing. So yeah, in short, no, it doesn't stop. Doesn't stop without Fluffy. Hopefully he'll be back though.
I hope so.
I had a dream about Fluffy last night.
Whoa.
I had a dream about Fluffy last night. Now that I'm thinking about it. We were I don't remember. It's like one of those things that's gonna slowly come back to me. I think it might have been my first ever Fluffy dream. Yeah, no, it was good. It was positive. I don't remember what it was, but it was all positive.
Such a great dream.
Yeah,
that you remembered
it. Alpha.
Now you're trying to think about it, aren't you?
Yeah. I think I broke him out of jail or something.
Oh God. Talk about drama here.
I haven't heard any updates.
No, just
Fluffy.
That is
that whole situation is insane.
Yeah,
I don't want to talk about it just because I don't know any. Nobody knows. Nobody has any details, and it's all just
speculation. And
all just speculation.
Yeah, when this first happened, the wife tweeted something just to let everyone know. Yes, but other than that, it's only been I guess a month and a half going on too.
But I mean, to have the South African government put that much of their, that much energy and resources towards, bring this, trying to get Fluffy and bring him back to their country. I mean, it's a tremendous amount of resources and effort in dealing with the United States government for a crime that he allegedly committed over 10 years. I mean, before crypto even existed, for something completely unrelated to crypto. And I think it was something like $100,000 that he's accused of stealing. It just doesn't make sense. Whether or not those allegations, there's something to them, there's one thing, but what doesn't make sense is the amount of effort that's gone into going after this guy for something like that. And that it wouldn't have been taken care of in another way. It's just, there's a lot of things that just don't seem to add up and make sense there. But I'm sure we'll learn more as we go, and hopefully Fluffy will be okay. Riccardo Spagni, I mean, he's an amazing individual. I'm not in his mind. I don't know if he's, a beautiful soul, but from what we know of him and what he's
experiences
and what he's done, I mean, the guy's super creative, super talented, and has the ability to execute and get things done. I mean, it's insane. So really
good luck, and we
hope those allegations aren't true, and hope he does all right, because he's an amazing asset to crypto in general, not just Monero. But we'll be fine without him. Monero goes on, man. Monero goes on.
long story short.
And he's been trying. Obviously, anybody who's been paying close attention knows Fluffy's been trying to move away from the project. You know, just for those reasons. You know, we've done interviews with him. He doesn't want to be the face of Monero. He doesn't want, you know, if he gets hit by a bus, if he gets taken away by government authorities, he doesn't want the project to fail or be reliant upon him. That's what it's all about. So before any of this happened, we've seen him kind of moving away from the project a little bit, putting himself at arm's length, just for those purposes. So it's clear to everybody that Fluffy is not Monero. Monero is its own entity, and he's just one of the guys that contributes to it.
Good luck. I hope everything works out.
Good luck, Fluffy.
I know. We're thinking about you, and clearly he's dreaming about you, so.
I am. I got to remember the dream. I think there were some good moments there. Do you remember your dreams?
I guess not all dreams, but yeah, I mean, if there's significant, like, I guess, yeah, it takes a second to try to remember.
That was actually the first vivid dream I've had in a while. I don't have a lot of like vivid dreams.
Is he trying to talk to you?
Is Fluffy trying to communicate? So I'm gonna remember this dream.
I know. Okay, you'll figure it. You can tweet about it later when you remember.
He was telling the community, "Fund Doug Tooman."
Oh yeah, you want to
CCS. That's the message he wanted me to convey to all
wow.
of you.
It's pretty.
So should we talk about my?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's talk about it.
My short.
Yeah, I
funding.
think actually it's good if you want to talk about it because that was very, very, very long. And for those that couldn't like read the entire thing and have the patience to read through it,
to sit down.
Yeah, you know, hey, you want to give a brief summary on a.
I mean, the gist is really simple.
I guess let me show it. Just
okay.
I mean, where is it?
Yeah, so those who don't know, I posted just last night, put up my first request from the community for funding for an idea. So through the CCS community crowd, what is it?
Community crowd
system. Weird name,
system,
by the way.
yeah.
Never really
the Monero CCS. I know. I just keep thinking it's funding, but I guess yeah.
Yeah. So use that system for the first time, and I'm not like a GitLab person. That was the first time I ever had to use that. So it wasn't as simple as writing a Reddit post.
When you say he's not tech savvy, he really isn't.
Yeah, really not, guys. But I could use See, this is why I'm great though for Monero, because I make it. I'm very sensitive to it needing to be user friendly. So yeah, posted that last night. There's the
proposal.
Oh, that's just a tweet.
just very short.
Basically, I'm looking to go full time.
I'm
looking to go full time.
Oh, whoops! It just did that.
It didn't show up.
Oops, sorry, guys.
Well, it's not like people are going to read it off the screen anyway.
No, it's not, but I'll just show it.
Looking to go full time on Monero for a year. And this first funding request is for 6 months. And basically looking to continue to work on the projects that we've already been working on. MoneroTalk, MoneroTopia, Gratuitous, pitched a few new other ideas, and just trying to level them all up, take them to the next level, getting them to the point where they're self-sustainable and where you and I can work on them full time. Right now, as I'm sure most of you guys know, I mean, this isn't our day job.
Yeah, we got to go there in a half hour.
we have our day jobs. I'm looking to, if this is successful, leave the day job, leave the 9 to 5. I've been doing the typical 9 to 5 for my entire life, for like 18 years. I work for a local municipality. I'm the commissioner of engineering, and considering moving away for that, for my love of Monero and all these projects we work on. Gratuitous is really picking up. We have a tremendous vision for that, And we're looking to the community to kind of bootstrap us so we could make that leap. I would go full time. Sunita would continue to work I guess we should say, now that it's public knowledge, we're engaged.
Woo!
Congrats.
Congrats to you too.
More so to me. And yeah, we want to try to live out the dream of going full-time Monero. So we want to take the leap. So if I could get bootstrapped, I could work full-time on these projects like a maniac. Sunita will continue to work on them part-time, and she puts, a ton of hours in as is. And I think we'd be able to do some serious damage. Yeah. And then after 6 months, reassess. Maybe within those 6 months, we'd already be at the point where we could, where I could continue to stay full time, or I'd potentially go back to the community for like another round, for another 6 month round. And hopefully by the end of that 6 months, then we'd be good to go. So the goals are, try to take MoneroTalk to the next level. So if we get more sponsors, we'd have more income, and we could keep the show going. And we could essentially live off of it. Yeah, that's going to come down to getting bigger and better. We already get some pretty amazing guests. We've been doing well.
Too shabby. Not too shabby.
I think
hashtag teamwork.
Like Monero, we're underrated. MoneroTalk's good stuff. Even if you're a Bitcoiner, like it's a good show to watch. Like we interview, all the a lot of the big Bitcoiners. But I don't think Bitcoiners would like to listen to our show because they hear the hard truth. So nobody likes hearing the other side. So, but yeah, trying to get some bigger guests, trying to get guests that aren't necessarily, just crypto people, people that are in other spheres that maybe have large followings that are just, crypto is bleeding into everything now. It's not just about getting crypto people on. We could get some politicians on. We can get, some characters that have large followings that already have their own podcasts coming on. Joe Rogan. Some libertarian-minded people, get them on. And the other thing is trying to go on their shows.
Yeah,
so put effort and energy into that. All these things take a lot of time. So a
lot of digging for information to try to find them. Contact information is actually not that available out there.
Maybe get a publicist or some consultant that could help us with that. Trying to get on other people's shows. If I could get on other people's shows, people that have large followings, that will help us get the word out. It will help us grow MoneroTalk, and then it will help us obviously grow Monero. Gratuitous, some of the big ideas there is obviously growing the coffee end of it. Right now we just sell the bags online. We get, maybe we're at like 2 coffee bag sales a week, but
which, by the way, we're getting a brand new order, hopefully into this week, early next week. So if you guys order, you're getting like the freshest of the freshest.
Nice
bag of cafe. Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
And we're getting a lot of like little consistent orders.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of consistent orders. I know. Thank you guys for the support and the love.
That really helps.
Yeah, it really does.
We want to lower the price of the coffee. This is as low as we could do it right now, where we're not, and it's not that cheap. But the coffee's really good. That's why. No, I think we've normally the guy that we get the farm that we get it from, it's normally most of that coffee is shipped to Japan and Europe, but he essentially is doing us a favor, and we're his one U.S. client. Actually, I think he has one other guy in Miami.
Yeah, he has another guy in Miami.
So trying to work maybe even with that guy in Miami to figure out tack on to his shipments, and we can get the coffee for cheaper, and then we can lower the price of the coffee. Do things to just get the word out about we haven't really tried pushing Gratuitous out beyond the Monero community, but I think it's it's an idea that can transcend crypto. Get people that are just interested in drinking coffee in general, get them drinking Gratuitous, and
then hopefully other products. Yeah,
they learn about Monero. When we sell coffee on the street, but I don't do it that often. Just once again, because I don't really have time. I can't have the day job. But if I went full time, I'd make that part of my daily routine, figuring that out maybe for 2 hours a day in the morning, figuring out some place to sell coffee in New York. Sounds crazy, but it's quite productive when we're out there.
It actually worked out well when we used to do it on the weekend. Well, we did it a few times.
Yeah, talk to tons of people. None, maybe every day we did it, we'd run into actually one or two people that would like know Monero, but most of them didn't. All of them at this point know crypto. And you sit there, you sell them a coffee, they drink the coffee, and you have a conversation about Monero. Next thing you know, they're downloading Qwk Wallet and using it. So it's very much boots on the ground. Doesn't sound very scalable, but we're in New York. So New York,
you come across a lot.
You can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Yeah, and you come across a lot of interesting people that's, end up wanting to get involved in different ways. We met one or two people out there.
And it doesn't sound as crazy anymore because now people know a Bitcoin. Granted, they don't know what it is, but they're like, okay, there's cryptocurrency. And then you start talking about Monero and they're like, oh, the private version?
And we make a lot more money doing it that way because then we could sell the individual instead of selling bags of coffee online. Now we're selling espressos. We did it at DEF CON. We sold hundreds of espressos.
We did. That was pretty.
And we spoke to hundreds of people about Monero as we did it. And
with our new banner.
With our new banner, or our new poster that we made up.
Poster, yeah.
So what else did I have on there? Work on MoneroTalk, work on Monero, making maybe MoneroTopia more of a daily show, incorporating some new stuff, maybe doing that. Price report, growing MoneroTalk with guests. Gratuitous. With the Gratuitous thing too is trying to team up with existing brands. So in addition to just selling our coffee, that's just proving that the concept works, and we can slowly grow with that. But we want to team up with existing brands. I think we said it on here before, like a mezcal. It doesn't have to be that, but any existing brand that we currently use. We're trying to add products that we personally use on a daily basis, like kind of everyday things. I mean, we don't use mezcal every day, but we actually we like sipping on a mezcal in the evening. But everyday products.
Not every evening.
Every day, good quality products. So good quality coffee. We could add a tea, whatever it is, but teaming up with an existing brand, getting them to add Gratuitous to their product. So they already have their distribution. They're already on shelves. They're already doing online sales, and getting them to add Gratuitous stickers essentially to the products they're already providing. We go down and we meet the workers where they're getting their products from. We teach them about Monero. We give them their Monero wallets. And now you have people learning about Monero through the consumption of these products, through these, potentially, hopefully, existing popular brands. So I think that's something interesting that we could be working on that will help grow Gratuitous and help spread Monero. The other thing that's great, that's great about Gratuitous too, we're really showcasing a positive use case for Monero. Obviously, I think anybody listening to this show already understands why Monero is ultimately a good thing. We talk about it all the time. Somebody mentioned that. I keep blocking my face with the microphone.
Oh yeah.
But Gratuitous makes that it's a really powerful example of how Monero can be used in a positive way to do something that you really can't do without crypto. Sending a micro payment across the world, small digital cash tip, peer to peer. There's no other way.
It doesn't cost $10
to send
or $20.
10 cents to the guy that picked your goji berries in the Himalayas. You just can't do that without crypto, and we're showing that. We're showing that crypto allows you to do that. Monero allows you to do that. Super low transaction fees, and it provides the people that you're sending it to security. Nobody knows how much their friends and neighbors don't know how much crypto they're getting. They can't look at their wallet. Then it doesn't become a security issue when people when their neighbors that may not be doing as well, seeing that they're getting this crypto and it's going up in value. With Monero, it makes sense. What were some of the other things I threw up there? Oh, the MoneroTopia.
It was very long.
Well, I showed all the things we've done so far, which is pretty amazing when you look back at it. it's like, wow, we've
done a lot,
and
thankfully we're
So-
still here. Hopefully we'll still be here for a very long time because this is awesome.
the MoneroTopia Fest idea, which I think is
Yeah.
really cool. So we're looking to throw it's not really a conference, more of a
more like a hangout session, because we realize that like when we go to all these conferences, sure, there are the talks and all that stuff, but what people really like love is like just hanging out with like-minded people. And I don't know. Yeah. So,
that's where the idea
that's where the idea
from.
came about. Yeah.
I mean, the conferences are amazing. When you hear the speakers, super awesome, super essential. But we have MoneroCon for that. That happened at DevCon. But yeah, the other amazing part of these conferences is just being around people from the Monero community and getting to talk to them
and just always
face-to-face,
constantly hanging out with each other, which is
get to
kind of
know
what we
each other,
do.
talk about ideas, talk
Yeah.
about growing Monero. So we want to just do that part of the conference, and we're thinking Puerto Rico in March.
Puerto Rico.
Sunita's half Puerto Rican, so we're
It's a
using.
beautiful island.
She has a ton of family down there.
A lot of family.
We
and
have
I
an
love them
idea
very
of
much.
where we can. You're saying you love them very much.
I love them very much.
Aw. She does. We're also probably gonna be doing our wedding down there
Yeah.
around the same time. But the idea is it would be essentially this meetup for like 3 days, 4 days, long weekend. We're gonna try to take over a village, a beachside village in Puerto Rico, near Rincon, that area. Am I saying it wrong? How do you say it? What's the proper? I'm saying it the gringo way. What's the non-gringo version? How do you say it?
Rincon.
Rincon.
All right, calm down.
Dude over there essentially tried to take over a village. One of Sunita's cousins has some connections over there. And when I say take over a village, essentially get
He's gonna
like-
take over the village. Oh no, my alarm came on. Sorry, guys.
get all
You
the
can continue
businesses on a strip to essentially accept Monero. The bars, the restaurants, the corner bodegas, get them to accept Monero and have people from the Monero community come down there. Looking to get like maybe 50 to 100. We'll see how successful we can make it. Maybe we get some of the crypto people from Puerto Rico, from San Juan, get them to come over to Rincon, and have like a long weekend. We would have, we'd have scheduled events every day, so there'd be some organization there, but it's really more about just hanging out and being able to literally live off your Monero. It's like what we did at Pork Fest, so we want to do that, but in Puerto Rico and using it at businesses. Figure out how to maybe team up with Travala so people could buy their plane tickets. They could get their hotels. What happened? I think we.
Yeah, I'm just turning off my alarm.
Oh, okay, because it's showing.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay,
Because I have another alarm going.
Oh, it was on your phone. So people could even buy their plane tickets, get their hotels with Monero. We're going to team up with, even if we don't go through Travala, just find people that already are renting out Airbnbs out there, but not doing it through Airbnb, just doing it direct so people can reserve their rooms with Monero. And just a long weekend where people can hang out and spend Monero. Beach party.
Lots of beach parties.
You could coordinate with other Monero people and meet up at a bar, whatever it is you want to do. So not like a strict schedule per se, where everybody's waking up at 7 a.m.
To go to
go sit
to
at a
talk.
conference.
Yeah.
You're just hanging out in this beach village. And yeah, like maybe once a day there'll be like a group meeting,
Like a
just so we
meet
get everybody
location.
together,
Yeah. For those that.
so people can coordinate. So
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, it's like pretty relaxed. Like again, like when we went to DEF CON, it was just really awesome. Like granted, we went to the talks and everything, but like for the most part, like right after, we'd all like have a meetup location, and it was like like 10 of us, and we just kept meeting up. So imagine 10, then there's like 50 people instead.
Yeah, you get 50, get 100 people. Why not?
Let's
Puerto
aim
Rico's
low.
beautiful that time of year. And
Yeah.
most of the U.S. will.
And let's cross our fingers because, rain is random. But
yeah, well, that's a pretty.
but it's,
That's
March
like the dry
is
part of year. That's like
Yeah.
literally the most ideal time to be down there. So that was another thing I pitched on there that we'd be working on. That's, that would certainly take a lot of work to get that off the ground. We're trying to get take over a village and get all of them to accept Monero. But I think we could do it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think we
definitely set up a meetup location.
I think we could do it.
Yeah.
You said a lot of the people down in the village we're looking at are actually gringos, right? There's a lot of gringo business owners as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's slowly Americans or foreigners are kind of slowly making their way there.
Right.
That's really it.
And crypto's super popular in Puerto Rico, so it's not like we're starting from scratch.
Yeah, exactly. Like again, some
they've
people know about Bitcoin. Obviously, Monero is gonna be like, "What was that?" But I mean, I guess we can try to make that work. Yeah. So it's not like a foreign idea. They'll be like, "Okay, it's a cryptocurrency," but
yeah,
I think they'd be interested.
And then I had other projects I threw on there, things that
the Monero menu.
Clear milestones for, but I might explore.
What is that Monero menu?
The Monero menu. I did trying to get businesses starting in New York, obviously, since we're New York based, to offer off menu items like a secret, like you go to a burger spot and you could order the off menu burger, but it would only be for Monero, and get a bunch of businesses to create off-menu items that are only available with Monero, and we can make essentially a website or map database for that, and people can use it. And then if that worked, it'd be cool. You could apply that to other cities worldwide. Could be interesting to explore that. I had some other offshoot little things I'd want to work on. The Qwk Monero. Maybe we'd re-explore that. Qwk Monero was something we worked on a lot. It was actually the first Monero-related project we worked on. Sunita, do you remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
We got pretty far. It was basically a way to buy Monero at your corner store by buying a gift card that's redeemable for Monero. You see this now being done with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Cash, I think, was pretty successful with it. But at the time when we tried to do it, I don't think anybody was even doing it for any crypto yet.
Yeah, then the legalities
this was
of
2017. And we actually printed up the cards. We got them made with the little scratch offs on the back. We built a simple MVP where people can go and retrieve it. And we just used it among friends and family. We were giving them out. We had some people buy them through friends of friends. But we balked at putting them in stores because we were really unsure of the regulatory scene. And in New York, I mean, it's like, you're a criminal if you're just using. I mean, you're not, but it feels like you are. Just like if you're just holding Monero. So we were a little unsure at that time, and we didn't have the resources to really do it the right way. So we stopped. But we're thinking maybe trying to spark that one up again. Trying to get Qwk Monero going, starting it in New York or maybe elsewhere, perhaps teaming up with Vic. Vic always loved the idea, making it super slick where, you could buy these cards at, your local 7-Eleven, and using Qwk, you can very quickly and easily, obtain your Monero, get it into your wallet, get it into your Qwk wallet. So you can pay cash for the card and get your Monero. So that's another one where I threw up there without any clear milestones for that one, but things, another one that I'd be exploring. So yeah, check it out. I'm super excited about it if you could get it going. Right now it's just in the idea phase. It's on the idea phase, and we'll see if it gets moved over to the actual
how does it
funding
move over?
phase. I don't know who decides and how that works.
I guess I'll put it in the chat for those if have 3 hours.
Yeah, throw it in the chat. But yeah, if anybody, guys, just take a quick look. You don't have to read the whole thing. Skim it. Take a look. tweet it out, talk about it. If you can, comment on it on GitLab. That'd be awesome. That would give it some momentum. Give it a thumbs up. And we'll see if it gets moved over to the actual funding phase.
Yeah. So, yeah,
see,
there's a lot of good
with
ideas
the funding, the way it works is if you ask for a certain amount, it's like Kickstarter in that if you don't reach that amount, you don't get the funding. But unlike Kickstarter, you don't get your money. People don't get sent their Monero back. It goes to the Monero General Dev Fund.
What do you mean exactly?
So, say I'm asking for whatever it is, 100 Monero.
Yeah. People
are donating. I get up to 90, 95 Monero. Don't reach that 100 Monero.
Yeah.
Within time. So the Monero, that's it. I don't get the 95 Monero. Like the funding stage failed. But the 95 Monero that have been donated, they get kicked over to the Monero General Fund.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no way of sending.
Yeah.
They don't have it set up where you can send it back to people. I guess that would be confusing. So, I mean, it's good, the Monero General, but it leaves. That's kind of, that would suck. Like if you got
and it's
got
like
a
we're
lot
so
of people
close
to donate, and then you end up with nothing, and so I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay,
that's my understand. If anybody understands that a little better than I do, please jump on. Let me know about it. But maybe they should try to make it more like Kickstarter, where the money just gets kicked back to the people that
donated. Yeah. That I feel like that makes more sense.
Obviously, it would take a little more, but it's doable. Like post a, an address when you make your donation,
like a return address.
Yes, they know where to send it back to.
Yeah. Interesting.
People are asking who won the MMA fight. Did your guy win? No, he did not. He did not win.
Thanks for those that tuned in that day. It was a long night.
Yeah, we had to leave, and the stream died. The stream went for hours.
Because the way this StreamYard works, is if I guess the person that was recording or streaming it from there, their battery died on their phone. So it's like at that point we were probably like on cloud 9.
Yeah, it was like 4. Literally,
yeah, it was like 4 in the morning. So, but then I had alarms on. Yeah, by the time I got back, the fight was over apparently. But, yeah, I don't know, kind of stinks. But I mean, yeah, unfortunately he lost. So I guess I don't know if it's a bad thing.
Yeah, I guess it would have been worse if he won.
Yeah, because he would have just sat there and waited and for like 5 hours. Yeah, because we started at 11 o'clock, and he didn't go on until like 4 in the morning. Well, our time, right?
Well, he told us he was going to be on.
Yeah, that was also another problem.
Like 11, 12. But it's a good show to watch, actually, because we did the live Monero, Bitcoin to Monero.
Yeah, the last time. That was good, yeah.
In the first hour.
Yeah. Yeah, someone's saying that the camera was a bit far off stage, but well, I mean, it was the person that was recording, unfortunately. Everyone had assigned seating, so their seat was kind of towards the back of the room.
Yeah.
Arena or wherever it was. But yeah, I mean, you could still see the fight. And there are clips of the fight too, I think, on Twitter. On the MMA fighters, like Instagram. I think he tweeted it.
But he seemed
Instagram.
He seemed positive. He didn't seem like defeated in a emotional way. He was ready to get back out.
Oh yeah.
Ready to go. So that's cool.
He was sad he lost, but obviously who wouldn't be, right? But I mean, he's it was a good fight.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah. Someone's wrote here, Monero's for lovers, not fighters. This is true. But in this case, apparently also for fighters. We
take more of the lover approach.
Yes, okay.
And then we have Jessica's doing her.
Yeah, she's doing that. Yeah. We're gonna try to, I guess, live stream that.
Yeah, we'll try to do that.
It probably won't be in this location.
About going down there to watch it. It's in Miami, right?
I don't know, actually.
I think it's in Miami.
I don't know if it's in Miami.
Yeah.
Is it?
We'll if we have people actually going down there. We could have someone.
We can have someone. Yeah, I think. Yeah, we're gonna try to coordinate with them so we can try to, and we'll make sure that there's a. Yeah, and then we'll also have different forms of communications just in case they get kicked out, because if their phone dies or something like that, like I still have to log them back on. But I mean, as long as it's not at 4 a.m, I think it is doable. But yeah, that's about it.
Moneros for anyone, not just a coffin-shaped box like John Oliver says.
John Oliver.
You want to play that video that guy recently posted on?
Oh yeah,
I thought that was
that was a good one. Yeah. I mean,
it's very serious.
Yeah,
but it's good. It's. I think it showcases a really powerful example.
I tried reaching out to him or her or whoever it was to come on, but unfortunately they didn't get back to me.
Someone's asking, will Monero ever get a cold wallet, like cold card? People were working on that. Obviously, you could use Trezor and Ledger, I believe. I haven't used. I don't personally use those hardware wallets. I don't know if people have seen the MoneroUK proposal to create, I think they're calling it the Sidekick, which is pretty interesting. So it's not as robust as, a real genuine hardware wallet. But it's an interesting solution. So the idea is you'd have your traditional MoneroUK app running on one Android, and then if you have a spare Android, which I guess a lot of people do these days, right? They have an old phone lying around. You would run the Sidekick app on that, which then communicates with your MoneroUK app on your phone that's actually connected to the internet. And on your old phone, you'd have the Sidekick running, and the Sidekick essentially is just, that's where your keys are held. So they're held offline. It's not connected to the internet. It would have a nice, user interface because it's already, it's a smartphone, right? And then it would communicate via Bluetooth with your MoneroUK app whenever you want to, make a transaction or you need to use the keys essentially. So I thought that was really cool. And that sounds like something that's 100% going to happen because it seems very doable. Yeah. So that's cool.
That's really cool.
If that answers your question at all. Looking forward to seeing that. And I think it would probably be built in a way where other wallets like Qwk or, Edge, whoever, anybody else that has Monero wallets going would also potentially be able to interact with the Sidekick, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm going to play the video.
Yeah, play it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if anybody from MoneroUK or that knows more about that wants to
if you want to jump on and
talk about that.
Chat with us. I might put it in the chat.
Oh, they're doing they're trying to raise funds right now.
Yeah.
So they're not using the CCS.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
They're just trying to raise the funds on their own, which is interesting. But yeah, definitely encourage people to donate to that. That's super cool.
I don't know where the link is.
Oh, we should also mention Justin Burman or
Burman, I think. Burman. Yeah, congrats.
He just did a CCS, so he's a developer, and he's going to be working on Monero. He's the guy that recently found the issue with essentially being with ring signatures being able to there was an issue with decoy selection. So it was I don't know if we're calling it I guess it was a bug, or there was a way in which if you were analyzing things, you can perhaps be or if you were using Monero, you could perhaps be at risk of your decoy or your transaction being identified if because of the way decoys are currently being selected. So Justin is the one that noticed this, and I think he's already developed a fix for it, but I don't think it's been updated yet in Monero. So he's been funded by the community to work on this further and other things regarding decoy selection, trying to improve those areas of Monero, which is super awesome. We met him at DEF CON. Really nice guy.
Really nice dude, yeah.
Obviously really smart dude. And yeah, he's taken the leap. He wants to spend his time working on Monero, which is, this is what you want to see. I mean, you want to see smart people that could be doing other things with their lives. You know, they could be working at some startup in Silicon Valley. They could be working on Bitcoin or Lightning Network. No, he wants to work on Monero. And he started doing it without even being funded. He did all that initially, all that work just out of the curiosity that he has for Monero. And now he's getting funded by the community to work essentially full time, I think, for 3 months. And he got the funding in like 2 days. Everybody stepped up. We sent him some funds too. So that's super exciting. We had him on MoneroTopia when we were in Vegas.
Yeah, the party, right?
Yeah, but it was very chaotic. So we'll probably do like I'll do a Monero
one-on-one
talk show with him. I think once he's made more headway on what he proposed in his proposal, we'll have him on. We'll talk about that.
And hold on. Shall we play the video?
Yeah. Play the video.
And then okay.
Now, what's this guy's name?
Hold on, share audio. Well, his Reddit name is Tilston, TLRSTN. Probably butchering it, but
the African Union plans on having internet access available to everyone on the continent by the year 2030. LGBT people in Nigeria will have the chance to build online communities where they can organize networks of support to raise and distribute funding. By using Monero to avoid surveillance, they can fund their operations without alerting their oppressors. Coupled with the Onion router, their chances of survival will become higher than ever before, and the same will be true for at-risk communities worldwide.
Oh, come on. There is a pretty clear subtext to what they're selling there. It's like seeing a cheerful ad for plastic tubs the size and shape of a human body. This isn't for anything in particular. There's all sorts of human body-sized things that you can put into one of these sturdy tubs. Also, they're scream-proof.
This ain't it, Chief. Friendly reminder that this isn't a good look.
Because painting privacy-enhancing technologies as dangerous makes it easier for them to get banned. And without these essential tools, activists become much easier to target. I don't think John Oliver wants to see a future where every African activist is either imprisoned or killed. So it's clear he doesn't understand the broader implications of the things he said. It's up to us to help people like John understand just what is at stake here. The future of human rights and the lives of those fighting to protect them.
All right. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
So showcasing Monero's ability to be used for essentially protecting people's human rights, allowing people to essentially communicate without censorship, communicate through transactions without censorship. That's obviously one of the most powerful properties of Monero. And I think it does it better than any other crypto, which is why it's used for, unfortunately, for nefarious things as well, right? So you're seeing it being adopted there because it does that so well. But what it's indicative of is the fact that it can be used for these other things that are not nefarious, that are actually important. So whatever it may be, I don't know that example he gave. I don't really know much about that example at all, to be honest. But it applies to anything, any minority group that would want the ability to communicate, would want the ability to transact, would want the ability to perhaps raise money, that they need funds to support their initiative. And there's a lot of minority groups, around the world that may be in jurisdictions where what they believe in doesn't jive with the powers that be, and they all too often get stomped out. And one of the easiest ways to stomp out a minority group is to prevent them from acquiring resources, to having funds, to being able to communicate and coordinate. So Monero makes that unstoppable. And yeah, so John Oliver, made no mention of that. He only talked about the negative aspects. So, but you have to believe that he realized, it just wouldn't make for a very funny show if he was talking about it in the way I am, which is, why I'm not John Oliver, why we only have 10 people viewing this that are all Monero people. Nobody's waking up to watch MoneroTopia for the laughs. But that was nothing. Fluffy's amazing. Fluffy's just hilarious.
He's funny. Yeah, he's a funny dude.
We need him on John Oliver.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Yeah, but I thought that video was awesome, and he did another one too. He did another more general video.
Search through that.
You want?
That was a while ago. Well, we have some waiting. MoneroUK.
MoneroUK, what's going on?
How's it going? Or they're just like watching?
Oh, they're just watching.
Yeah, I'm currently driving actually, so probably shouldn't be using my phone. Just
all right.
No, I'm good. I was listening in between work, but I use my phone for work. So I was watching on YouTube, but I don't have premium.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, that's why people do that. Okay.
Yeah, no, I hopped in before when you were using Jitsi, and that worked, but this wasn't working. But I've just finished now actually. But good show, guys, and I keep plugging, waiting for the donation button for your CCS proposal, and that's because I can see that as a very community driven. The amount of viewers that you have, we're all waiting to do our little bit. We do our donations here and there, but it's got to be a big risk in a way, you taking this step, and it has been a long time coming. I think a lot of people have been waiting for more content from you guys. So yeah, we're waiting for the donate button.
Thank you
so much.
Very encouraging words. You're making me
nice.
feel positive.
I know. Look
about my decisions here.
He's getting cheesier. That's awesome. Thank you for
Greatly appreciate it.
Yeah.
You said you weren't able to use StreamYard from your phone?
No, so I'm a delivery guy. So basically, I use my phone. There's the delivery software on my phone, and every time I was to scan a parcel, it kicks me out of StreamYard. So it's not StreamYard's fault. It's me trying to multitask on
it's like
on the iOS
app to app kind of thing. Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, after the show, I'm gonna try to put it on podcast. So just takes me a little time, but I will be putting this episode for podcast, so it's easier. Granted, it's not live, but
yeah, no, because of the time that it was here, and I was a guy nagging you to put it out on a podcast form. So I was like, well, at least it's a sociable hour for me. It's around midday here, so I was like, well, at least have to try and tune in. So yeah, thank you guys for
joining
all
us.
that you do.
Thank you for joining us.
We love it.
Yeah.
MoneroUK, you think you'd consider going to MoneroTopia in Puerto Rico in March?
Yeah, so I was already eyeing up for the Berlin or wherever the Monero conference go, or however it is. So I've already said to my wife, does she fancy going to Berlin? And that's still on the cards. And I was like, how do you feel about South America? So I'm looking for any excuse to get out of the UK and to meet up, because I couldn't do Vegas. We just, travel is messed up. So
yeah,
I'm hoping next year, because I was looking forward to Vegas. So, I'm sure you guys had a great time, and it looks like some of the videos was great as well. But yeah, I'll be at something at some point this year or next year.
Yeah, the
as long as I
Conferenco's in. Well, actually
I
it's not
have
really
no-
settled
yeah.
yet, but it's supposed to be. It was originally going to be in June
June.
in Berlin, which sounds amazing. And then because of that, we were trying to set this other one around like March, so we're not really cutting into that, so people can do both. I see Deverick on actually.
Yeah.
Deverick,
Hi,
if
Deverick.
If you want to jump on and talk about Conferenco, I think he's quite knowledgeable on what may happen with that.
I'll put the link.
We could do that another day if he doesn't.
Oh, he's on Twitter, so I would have to do it.
But yeah, we'll definitely be at the Conferenco no matter where it is. If it's in Berlin, that would be amazing in June.
Yeah, I'm hoping for it. As long as it's Europe based, I'll be there. When it comes to anything based in the US at the moment is a bit hit and miss for me. But it's just I'll be able to get the time off of work. It's just the quarantine and coming back. It's just terrible at the moment. But the future's going to be brighter.
Yeah,
we hope so.
Yeah, hopefully by March things are looking a little better.
Hope so. This is crossing our fingers.
I don't see how
one
they
never
really
knows.
Lock down or do it. You know how much further can it go, right? I mean,
yeah, I don't.
Everybody's getting their shots. They're getting their boosters. I mean, at some point, some point, it's just got to go away. They got to stop talking.
I don't know. I guess we'll see. The future will hold the answers. I don't know.
You know, not to belittle any of it. I mean, obviously, people are still getting sick.
Yeah.
We got to move on, guys. We got to move on. Got to move on with life.
Yes. Well, it's already 8:08.
8:08. Sunita's closely watching the clock.
Yeah.
She has.
So I gotta go to work, my friends.
Yeah.
Not for much longer, though, guys. Right?
I know.
At least for Doug.
Fingers.
Anyway.
Crossed.
Well, I guess I will be.
MoneroUK, thank you so much, man. Thanks for jumping on.
Thank you. Oh, Deverick, I guess going to say hi real quickly.
Cool.
Hi, Deverick.
Yo.
How's
Let
it
me get my-
going?
We good out here. I got a dog barking.
What's going on, man?
How's it going?
You have anything to report in terms of MoneroCon? We're trying to figure that out. Oh, he jumped off.
He got kicked out.
So elusive.
I know. He appears then disappears. He's awesome. We had fun with him over there. I guess let's wait a few minutes.
Yeah,
or...
let's wait a minute or two. We could have him come on properly, maybe next show or whenever he's ready.
Well, yeah, we're gonna probably have another show towards the end of the week. Maybe he'll have more updated information on, I guess, where, because I think in the chat they're still scrabble.
Right
yeah, they're trying to figure out. Oh, he's back. Aloha.
Gotcha.
All right, we're back. Yeah, we're good.
How's it going?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm coming down off that trip from Vegas. Got a bunch of meetings with work and shit I'm doing. So, just been relaxing. Want to kick off the clubhouse events again here soon. I see MoneroUK jumped in, so I was like, let me say what's up for 5 minutes.
Awesome, man. Yeah, we were talking about MoneroCon. You have any info on it? Which it's not. Is it 100% in Berlin in June, or that's still up in the air?
Yeah, I mean, when we started the initial plans on this, we were looking at Berlin. I think with recent changes with the pandemic and whatnot, I see that's been a present issue, and I think it's going to continue to be a problem. I'm kind of voting personally for something in Mexico or somewhere else. I was kind of leading the show as far as Berlin's planning is going. It's a great location. I did send an email out to them last week. Haven't heard anything back from them. That location is Motion Lab. So I'll be reaching out to them again. We'll kind of hear something back, I'm sure, soon. They've been really helpful at keeping that communication going with me throughout this time. So totally open to it, but it just kind of depends on the politics in Europe and in Germany specifically. So I do see something like Mexico being a little bit easier to run.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm open. I'm open personally.
Yeah, we're open for wherever, and it would probably take place in June, right?
Yeah, I think they were planning for June, but again, that's probably not a guaranteed date or anything. I think we do want to avoid kind of clashing against DEF CON. other than that, I think we should be able to do events anywhere. I want to have I wanted 5 Monero events to choose from. I want to be in a situation where like 1 week I'm like, shit, do I want to go to Japan? Do I want to go to Mexico, or am I trying to go to Vegas?
Yeah,
like,
it looks like
yeah,
that's
give me that option. So yeah, if if anybody wants to plan or continue their plans on conferences, events, don't let another one stop you. But yeah, find your demographics.
Totally
Yeah,
agree.
totally.
Yeah, I think March, Puerto Rico, we should be at.
Yeah, I think that should be okay. But I mean, I guess we'll know more
we'll follow the community's
next
lead here.
month or so. Yeah. Hello, Anhdres.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I hope so.
Andres.
Hello.
Hello.
Buenos dias.
Buenos dias, señores. Let's talk even more Spanish than I used to. Yeah.
I know.
Buenos dias, señores. ¿Cómo está usted?
Señorita.
Señorita.
Oh, yeah.
Señorita.
That guy.
Señor y señorita.
What's going
Felicitaciones.
Gracias.
on? We were actually about to wrap it up. I see Sunita's getting all jittery here. Yeah, we do have to get to the day job, but you want
I mean,
to...
you could continue talking for a
we were
second. I'm just going to disappear for 2 seconds.
really
You're getting late. You're getting late.
Well, I can go get ready, and then you guys can continue. I'll be right back.
Okay.
If you
you want to quickly talk about your funding request that you got up for the...
Yeah, sure. So basically, you can go and change.
Okay, I shall.
Go.
off camera.
Off camera, please. Yeah.
We don't want that many
Changing.
subscribers.
Just kidding. Right?
Yes.
I'll be back.
No. Okay. Yeah. MoneroUK's sidekick is the whole idea is basically what you already explained, is supposed to be a almost hardware wallet. Some part of the security of that will be on the side of the user because he or she has to keep the phone offline. We don't have physical access to break all the connections there. But if you keep the phone offline before you create the seed, and after that, it's basically like a hardware wallet. And so you have 2 installations of MoneroUK, one that acts as a sidekick, and you start as a sidekick. When MoneroUK detects that it's totally offline, it turns itself into that's the plan at least. It turns itself into a hardware device, an offline device. And then it communicates with the actual MoneroUK or with another wallet that implements the protocol. And the other wallet should think basically that it's a ledger.
Yeah.
It uses the same communication device as the ledger.
I think it's a super slick idea. I love the fact that it's using old existing Android. Everybody, like you said, like you guys said in your pitch, a lot of people just have that old Android laying around. Gives it a reason to use it. Comes with a nice user interface built in already. Very cool.
Yeah, and it will be more beautiful when we get to work on that. But basically, the proof of concept works, and that was the main thing. That's why we didn't publish it earlier, because first we were going to work on it anyways because we like to, but we needed to prove that it actually works, and it does. So from here on is all the polishing and getting it actually to work well in all scenarios, and also a lot of checkups with security and all that. And basically the whole user interface and experience has to be reworked for it to be not only like easy to use, but also because we think that stuff that is easy to use is safer because you don't make mistakes and you understand what is going on all the time. So basically that's the idea. And it's something that I'm sure that you can understand very well, that you are doing all that work with Gratuitous and people in not that developed countries, like mine, for example. So hardware wallets are basically non-existent there. Or I mean, I even remember the Ledger leak, that happened, what was like a year ago?
Right, they leaked all the
when they leaked the customer data from some, like a portion of the customers that they had. I think they were like the direct customers, not the customers through Amazon or something like that. But yeah, I remember the dump, and I obviously check it because I'm curious. And you could see that the vast amount of clients were, of course, from Europe or the US and all that. And you could see that there were like 6 people from Argentina or some other countries like that. So basically, that makes everybody has a phone here, even an old phone. So that gives them the ability to have like a bit more secure, way more secure way to store their seeds and still using their existing hardware.
Yeah, and better OPSEC in general for those reasons, right? Because you're not on some list somewhere as somebody who purchased a hardware wallet. Nobody knows, right? You just have your old Android and you essentially turn it into a hardware wallet without.
Yeah, and it's quite a thing because see what happens. I mean, everywhere that you have KYC, there's so many arguments against buying Monero with KYC on exchanges, even though I think it's pretty safe afterwards when you take it out of the exchange, be Monero that private. But if you have like a reasonable amount of Moneros and you want to keep them safe and buy a hardware wallet, you are again like KYCing you as a probable or possible holder of cryptocurrency just by ordering with your own data a hardware wallet online, which is something that doesn't happen with something like the Sidekick. The same argument that you have with the Monero mining, when it's like one thing to say, yeah, I want to import this ASIC, which is clearly to mine cryptocurrencies. In the other way, it's like you're saying, no, I just need a computer and a very good computer because I do crazy computer stuff, and then you're mining. So the same argument with the unsensible part of Monero mining is the same with unsensible hardware for using it as a thing. Beautiful. And we are asking money for it since you asked for it.
Yeah, so you're doing your own funding. You're not doing it through the CCS. Why'd you guys go that route?
At first, some people may know it or remember. At first, we made our CCS proposal. There's no bad blood or anything. So people are saying now, like, what happened? What's the thing behind the scenes? There was nothing behind the scenes. Everything, all the conversations are public. We got a very overwhelming positive reaction from the community, to be sincere. But it's all in Reddit and also in the GitHub.
Yeah.
Most people were like super happy with the proposal. Some people presented some questions about basically the hourly rate of the whole thing. It's like how much are you asking for hours? We went back and forth, even between the team about it and some other people. There were at least to my understanding, very few people that asked about that, like perhaps 2 people. So I won't give names, and we all know how these things end. But yeah, overwhelmingly it was positive. To be sincere, that we talked about it afterwards, and we thought it was like a good opportunity to try to make it this way, because we sincerely believe in the project and we think it's very important, and we want to develop it anyway. So we say like, okay, well, it's like the CCS route has some things that you just have discussed here like some minutes ago when I was making my tea. That, for example, if the funds that you don't get to the total amount of the request, then it goes to the general fund. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people are against what the general fund uses their funds for. I personally think the general fund is great, and the core group has made a great job through the years. But some people don't, and also we got into some like philosophical doubts, so to speak, with the way that the CCS proposals are actually like approved. I mean, because afterwards, like, the community decides if it's good or not, or anybody just donating or not if you don't like the proposal. But you get some gatekeeping there about it from a very few amount of persons. saying, okay, we think this is okay as it is, or we think this should be reworked on. And that's kind of centralized in a way. So we thought it was, okay, let's try that decentralized, totally decentralized approach. I think we already have showed ourselves as being very productive for the Monero community. And if people evaluate what we can offer the community, they will donate anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really an experiment. We wanted to see what the community thought about not only our proposal, but also about the experiment of going on our own. We are totally open to have that discussion.
Mm-hmm. Cool, man.
Cool.
So really, because it was more of a decentralized approach, is what you're saying?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I understand that it's like, I don't know if it works like that over there, but it's like when you have to rent an apartment and you need to get like someone that already has an apartment and that is an owner to vouch for you. I don't know how you call that. So when you want to rent, the owner of the
a recommendation kind of
thing.
thing.
You need this is like more formal here. You need like an insurance thing.
Oh wow!
Where if somebody has to be the owner of another property, so in case you don't pay, they take over the debt, so to speak, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is kind of mandatory here. So this is my personal opinion, right? Not the MoneroUK team opinion. I haven't checked that, but I think it's like a sign of growth if for newcomers to the community, it makes sense that for them to be like, okay, the Monero core or whatever is in charge of the CCS studies the whole thing, them seeing like, okay, that's okay, and then acts like a safeguard, so to speak, for people to risk donating to it, because you say, okay, well, even if, and it have happened in the past. I mean, remember Covery and many projects that never happened after they got funded.
Yeah.
And the funders got used anyway. So I think I don't think the CCS should go away, but I think with some special projects we can try a more mixed approach when we don't need like the CCS badge of honor, so to speak, to say, okay, this is worthy, this is safe. If you fund this, it will go to the general fund anyway.
Yeah.
And we can try it because we will keep working on MoneroUK anyway. Basically, right. This is not a very good pitch for the donations. I mean, it's like, if you don't give us money, we won't do anything. No, we will keep working on the MoneroUK anyway. So don't be a cheap bastards and donate. But it certainly helps because most of us can dedicate more time to it.
Anybody listening, throw some picaneros or whatever it is. Throw some Monero.
No piconeros. Throw like an entire Moneros bunch of donations like this. Your crypto wealthy listeners.
Wow, pretty blunt.
Yeah. He's right though, right? Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an amazing project, so I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, all good points with the CCS. The other thing too, like I guess you're basically saying that too, is that the fact that they're managing the funds and making sure people, I guess, reach their milestones, and they're not just, so they can issue the funds, whatever it is, every couple of weeks, every couple of months, based on the work product that they're seeing. That's another advantage of the CCS.
Yeah. And it's also like
you guys are so trusted and improved yourselves in so many ways that I don't think that's required of you guys, right? So like another reason why you guys wouldn't need to be using the CCS, because everybody kind of already knows that you guys produce.
I guess we will find out soon enough, but I truly believe that it's a nice experiment, because it's not something that we do regularly. It's not that, like, for example, when you got people working full time in Monero, I mean, I don't know, in the research lab, for example, that we are asked for regular installments, like every 3 months or every 5 months or every 6 months with our current salaries, so to speak. I think the last one we did was like 2 years ago or something like that, or maybe a bit more. Yeah, and everything that was on that CCS was delivered. So again, this is the most important and different product that we are planning on, but we have a lot of stuff in our to-do list being worked on, like features and stuff like that. So people be safe that Monerujo is going to keep being developed, and we are just asking for your help, because basically all of us have our day jobs. Well, it's basically what you say about yourself, Dark. We all have our day jobs. The good thing is that, for example, in my case, I work mostly freelance, so I can be more flexible. And some things that it hurts me to say, but I think we are a bit behind of what we should be in Monerujo is additional material, like support materials, how-tos, explanations, videos about that. That's what I do basically for a living. And for example, it's very easy for me if I get enough funds to keep taking care of my family, just for 1 or 2 months, dedicate full time to Monerujo, and then get back to my regular clients. Right. So it's very flexible on my side. So this kind of funding is really helpful.
Yeah. Well, we don't have that flexibility.
I don't,
That's why
and I gotta go.
Sunita's getting nervous over here.
Yeah.
You gotta get to work. We gotta go sit in traffic.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for jumping on.
Thank you so
And
much. Yeah.
Anybody listening, encourage you to check. Where do they find your funding request, since it's not on the CCS? So what's the easiest way for people to find it?
No, this is way when you have all the details is in the Monerujo subreddit. It's also posted on the Monero Reddit.
Okay.
But in the r/Monerujo, you have like a sticky post there with all the details. And they can also donate directly to Psychic at monerujo.io. That is the open alias.
So you just posted the link. All right.
Yeah, that's the link.
Somebody's asking where you are. You're in Argentina, right?
Argentina.
Yes, Buenos Aires. Yeah. If you couldn't tell already by my accent, yes.
Accent.
Well, somebody asked a good question about Monero mining, but we'll save that for another day. Whether or not they think Monero hash rate's going to go up because ETH is moving to proof of stake. Yeah, I think that's been the rumor. That sounds like a reasonable idea, reasonable concept that Monero's hash rate will go up once ETH goes proof of stake as miners move over. I think that's a good bet.
But let's go mine with different stuff. What's that? Isn't it mined with GPUs, ETH?
Is it mainly GPUs? I don't know. Is it?
I think so.
All right. Well.
Alrighty. On that note, sadly, we have to end.
Bye.
We gotta go.
Sorry.
Bye.
We'll chat, fam. Have a good one.
Bye. Have a good one.
Thanks, Deverick.
Bye. Thank you guys for
MoneroUK.
joining us.
Ciao.
All right. Bye.